The demon is back, right? The classic Lich demon is back, because you saw it earlier in Morris' lab there. It looked like the demon the Lich turned into, right? And now he's like, oh, yes! 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 There we go! This is what I need from Black Clover, man! Ultimate waifu arrives! Yes! 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 See? Impressive! Like, that's what I need! That's what I need! This is why, Black Clover's the best manga ever. Because it got the best waifu ever. There she appears, you smacks! And it immediately defeats the demon. Oh, man, I love it. I love it! I love it. Oh my god. Oh, this is the best part ever of Black Clover, man. So they need to create more Mereoleona merchandise. God damn it. We're gonna buy my gigantic, Mereoleona figure, man. Man, I would easily spend a month's salary on getting a Mereoleona figure. It's like, I'm Mereoleona! And they're like, oh! So clearly, chapter 274 is the best chapter. It's clearly the best chapter. I can just don't read it anymore. This is like the end Black Clover. I don't need anything more now. I mean, there we go. That's it. Okay, there's even more. Damn it. I can show this thing. Definitely can't show this thing on YouTube. I mean, they kind of did it in the anime, but in the anime they went for in the anime they were like, oh, we're gonna show from the back, right? In the anime they were like, let's just do it from the asset standpoint, right? But in the manga it's like you see Mereoleona's just I mean, this is clearly the greatest chapter ever. I kind of do wonder now what they're gonna do in the anime, because they already kind of showed her, from the other angle, right, in the anime. I have a hard time envisioning them doing this thing in the doing this thing. I have a hard time envisioning them doing this thing in the anime, when Mereoleona just pops up from her like magma bat, and it's just like, hello boy, yeah, and this is like, up. And Nacht is like, whoa, yeah, I heard some rumors, but ara to you indeed. Mereoleona looks badass, and then Mereoleona just shows everything. She's like, yeah, that's right, you want my help, boy? And man, this chapter is clearly the greatest chapter ever. For no one was supposed to put on some clothes. What's wrong with Nacht, though, man? What's wrong with this boy, man? See? I kinda like Nacht, but who would ask Mereoleona to be like, can you please stop taking a bath? Like, come on, man. What's wrong with him? I can't relate to this character. It's like, oh, kidnap Yami and Vengeance, eh? I guess I gotta save those weaklings. Yeah. She's like, oh, I guess it's my job to save them then, because you're so weak. I will find you an opponent to train with. Yeah, just like, just to measure your power, woman, yeah. This is fun! Of course she's lassie. See? She just wanna fight, I will defeat a legend, yeah. But it's kinda like fighting the old demon, right? And now she turned into like a, I guess, like a fire spirit. Man, I want this animated. God damn it, I wait for the move for this thing. I guess I get it with the movie, right? To see Mereoleona being animated in this, in her, like, I don't know, flame spirit form, something like that. Man, this would have been a great next opening, guys. This would have been a great opening 14, right? They probably would have had Mereoleona's form, like Noelle's form, right, in this opening. It would be amazing shit, right? And they probably would not have Mereoleona showing her oppies in the in the anime. But like, Mereoleona is just a goddamn ultimate character. I'm definitely gonna redo the thumbnail and put Mereoleona on it. Not the one where not the one where she's like, not that one, even though it's the best scene. But it's, I said it earlier, during some other anime review, but it's just like, I'm always scouting on the net, right, so on, to buy some anime stuff, get some poster or whatever, right? Now I'm trying to find a good price to get the Nier Replicant Snow Edition. For example, because it's sold out everywhere. But like, I've been seriously trying, and no one ever makes stuff right. But why does no one ever make Mereoleona stuff? Like, seriously, it drives me crazy. Why doesn't anyone ever gives you Mereoleona stuff for, right? Like this red right, or whatever. Why can't I buy like a massive, I want to buy like a, I want to buy a life actual sized Mereoleona figure, right? That would cost like all my money. But I would buy something that, use like a poster, right? Something like, I mean, there are a few posters with Mereoleona, but in my opinion, none of them are really good, right? And I'm not too cheap to like commission something. But it's almost in that level where I was gonna pay someone, like some of the poster artists would be like, hey, can you make an Opine Mereoleona, like a Mereoleona out of the magma bat poster or something. But it frustrates me seriously, because every time that I'm buying new anime or gaming and so on merch stuff, I can never find any Mereoleona stuff. Why is that? I'm like, what? It's not that much of Black Clover stuff in general, unfortunately. But if you find it right, it's kind of like, it's like Asta and so on, it's Asta and Juno and so on. What doesn't anyone else? Where's the Mereoleona mercs, man? It's even better now! God damn it! It's like this super happy, angry, demonic, like, I don't know, Ifrit, something Mereoleona, man. She's like a saitama. She's just like, oh, this is fun. It won't die immediately, so I have to punch it more. This is just great. Calidus Bragium, Purgatory Abyss. And I like how these random, new people are like, oh my god, she's so amazing! Like these random new space people are like, whoa, coolest woman ever! They just need to be like, to hype her up, right? It's clearly a goddess Mereoleona read-through. So I'm like, well, this is clearly the best ever gonna get. And everything now then is gonna get worse, right? Like, it's never gonna be as good again. He's never gonna be able to triumph Mereoleona's oppies. Come on, he's never gonna be able to better than this. Mereoleona looking amazing. Mereoleona showing off her full body. This is like, clearly 275 is the greatest chapter of history of mankind, right? I mean, I can sit there for hours just talking about how amazing Mereoleona is, right? But if you see my, for example, when did it last year? Or whatever. I think last year I did one of these, like, here's my waifu tier list, best female character. I mean, of course Mereoleona won that shit. Come on. I was like, Mereoleona's like SSST, right? And then it's like, whatever, Mimosa Noel or something, they kind of down here, right? But of course, like, Mereoleona is like, this, like, absolute, somewhere up in the, I don't know, galactically higher ranked than every other female character, right? Clearly. And, the ending there of 274, that was amazing. That was amazing, right? Seeing this look-alike Lich Demon appear again, and Mereoleona is like, BAM! And everyone's like, oh my god, it's so big and strong! And then Mereoleona enters, she smacks it, and it's like, yeah, I'm here! This was easy! I was like, man, already there, you're like, oh shit, yeah, she's back! The waifu is back, man! That was just amazing. Seeing Mereoleona coming in there. But then it's followed, that I posted on Discord there, the scene here where Mereoleona is like, oh, so you need my help? I mean, of course, I already said it a few times now, but holy shit, man. Following that amazing, this amazing Mereoleona punch into Mereoleona back, oh, hello, young boy, ara, attack, and he shows everything to Nacht, and he's like, oh, okay, I heard you were a crazy woman, and that's clearly true. I just need your help with fighting, not anything else. Which is weird. It reminds me of, one of my, I like talking about other animes and manga and so on, right? Because I'm a big shonen nerd, right? So, what it reminds me of, this scene, where she just kind of shows off everything to Nacht, and of course, perfectly, the lava kind of flows on her, oh yeah. But anyway, what it reminds me of is, of course, Yurichi. You know what I mean? Doesn't it? Come on, isn't it kind of similar when you reach Ichigo? She's like, oh yes, let's train in the onsen. And he's like, like a special. And he's like, don't sit in it, what's wrong with you, woman? He's like, wanna be a strong fighter, boy? Like that. It reminds me of the Yurichi, yeah. It reminds me of old good Yurichi, and that's clearly the best bleaching ever. When Yurichi is like, oh, I'm gonna train you, boy. Get in the onsen with me. We're gonna train in every way we can train. He's like, oh, what's wrong with you, woman? Like, that's definitely reminds me of that. And of course, Yurichi by far is the best waifu girl of Bleach, man. Like, come on, like, who else would it be? Orihime, Rukia, come on, it's Yurichi. I can only see it going downhill. It can never. This, like, the chapter of showing Mereoleona's oppies can never ever be, can never ever be overcome, right? Now, this is the ultimate chapter. 275. Why is it any more Mereoleona fan work? Come on, man. No, but seriously, I don't get it. I don't get it. Why? Because it's clearly one of the bigger shonen mangas going, right? And it doesn't have many of those Comic-Con or Doshini stuff with Black Clover. Very hard to find them, actually. But you see there is some other shonen animes too that they have like 0 of them. It's a class that's very few as well and so on. So I don't know why that's a thing. I don't know. Never got it. The obvious thing is that the One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach are the classic big 3, right? So they have like hundreds and hundreds of doshinis and fan work and merch and so on and games stuff, because like they're the 3 classic shonen stuff, right? And of course Dragon Ball being like the first shonen has tremendously amount of stuff, right? Especially of course with Android 18, right? Especially with Android 18. I mean, I have a big figure over there with Android 18. Oh yeah, one thing I'll say before I forget, guys. I always say this thing when it comes to Dragon Ball, and that Android 18, right? Clearly original, shonen waifu, right? But her name is freaking C18 in where I'm from. For Cyborg 18, yeah, where I come from Sweden, they call her C18, right? Cyborg 18. They didn't call her Android 18. That makes so much more sense because she can have babies. She has kids. She's clearly a rebuilt human, as she explained in the manga. So why do you call her Android 18 in English? Because she's called like Cyborg 18 in Swedish. It makes so much more sense. So I used to call her C18 instead of A18 because it's like, that makes so much more sense. But anyway, yeah, I mean, Cyborg 18, then I would say, she's kind of like that, original fighting waifu, right? She's kind of the original Mereoleona, right? I would say so, yeah. She's kind of like the original, badass martial art wife, right? I can't. I wouldn't say there's anyone before her. Yeah, she's the prototype Mereoleona. I leave it at that,